Okay, it's working. Okay, Unit 8.2, Day 3. Okay, we're solving literal equations. I don't know if y'all remember what literal equations are, but they're literally just equations with multiple letters. So yesterday and the day before, we were able to actually solve for a number, you know. Today, we're not going to be able to do that because there's multiple letters. So what we do is we really just rearrange it to get whatever letter it tells us by itself. Yes? Okay, so we use a lot of the same processes that we learned yesterday and the day before, though. So on this one, technically, you can still cross multiply. You just put r over 1. T plus 9 times 1 is just t plus 9 equals r times w. You always want to get rid of the fractions first. And then what am I solving for? T. How do I get rid of plus 9? There's your answer. Now they do get a little harder, but not super hard. Okay, so look at number 2. So again, before we even really pay attention to what we're solving for, we want to get rid of the fractions. So I'm going to cross multiply. R times t times 1 is just RT equals y times r minus 2. What are we solving for? R. Now what's wrong with that? There's 1 on both sides. So typically, I could get rid of this y, it's multiplying. I could divide both sides, right? But do I want to create a fraction with what I'm solving for? No. So we're actually going to distribute it in, because that's the only other way to move that y. So I can get rid of the parentheses. So I have RT equals y times r, and then y times negative 2, which is just negative 2y. Now I'm solving for what? So I need the r's together. So I'm going to move this yr to the other side. This might not make sense yet, but I promise it will in just a second. So RT minus YR equals negative 2y. Well, y'all, what's my GCF over here? R. And what's left when I take out that r? T minus y. How can I get rid of it now? Because I'm just solving for this r. Well, isn't this multiplication? What's the opposite of multiplication? So I divide both sides by t minus y. And I get r equals negative 2y over t minus y. Is there an r left on this side? So that's my answer. Okay, look at number 3. Number 3 looks like one of the problems we did on, I don't know, the last notes we took. Okay, we have a 0 on this side, so could I move this guy to the other side, or would you rather do a common denominator? I'd rather move it. Okay, so I would do minus 3 over r minus 1, minus 3 over r minus 1. I get 2 over x plus y equals negative 3 over r minus 1. And now how would I get rid of the fractions? Cross multiply. So I have negative 3 times x plus y equals 2 times r minus 1. Now what am I solving for? X. Is that in one spot or multiple spots? 1. So the nice thing is we don't care if this side becomes a fraction now because there's not an x on that side, so it doesn't matter. So what do you want to get rid of first? What do we have to get rid of first? The negative 3, because it's on the outside of the parentheses. Now, you could distribute it, but then you'll have to simplify a fraction over here later, or you could divide it both sides by negative 3. And so then you're left with x plus y equals 2r minus 1 over negative 3. And what's still next to my x? A y. How do I get rid of plus y? Now is x alone. There's your answer. And I had somebody last period ask if they could like simplify this by multiplying, and you can, but does it change anything? No, so is it worth it? No. Okay, last one. Now, can we cross multiply on this one? No, why not? Because there's 3 fractions, there's not just 2, so we can't put 1 on each side and cross multiply. But what do I need then to get rid of my fractions? What is my common denominator going to be? Yeah, it's going to be 2xy, right? Just all 3 of them multiplied together. Well, this one already has an x, so what is it missing? 2y. So I'm going to multiply 2y, 2y. This one has the 2, so what is it missing? xy. So xy, xy. This one has the y, so what is it missing? 2x, 2x. Now are all of the denominators 2xy? So then I can cancel them. And I'm left with 1 times 2y, which is just 2y, plus 1 times xy, which is just xy, equals 1 times 2x, which is just 2x. Bless you. Now that my fractions are done, what am I solving for? Y. Are they already on the same side? So what do I need to do? Don't I need to take the y out as a GCF? And when I take the y out, I'm left with 2 plus x and now I can divide. And I'm left with y equals 2x over 2 plus x. Okay, your practice is 6 problems. That's it.